There you are.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining See Me Traveling. Today is not the coffee talk. We're going to be talking about VIFPs, some FFSs, some TGIFFFs. So, Fs. So we're going to be talking about the new Carnival Rewards program. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people feel different ways about it. So we kind of wanted to stick our 2 cents in here too.
It's a very hot topic right now.
One of the things I wanted to talk about is who is it really going to affect the most? And in my opinion, the children that are already, up there on status, sorry, honey. It's going to affect the cruisers that don't cruise often, it will affect. And the casino players, it will affect. And then the platinum guests, I feel like they're the ones in the array of red to diamond that will get affected the most. That's my opinion. You tell me your opinion. And our question of the day also is related to the overhaul of the rewards program. So you go ahead, Kurt.
You did a pretty good. It's pretty good right here. Does the new overhaul? Well, wait a minute. It just jumped. Overhaul of the Carnival Cruise Line Rewards Program, because that is the new name of it. Seem better or worse to you? So, what's your thoughts, how it's going to affect you. Likes and dislikes, please tell us in the chat. But we have a few answers here if you want to answer this way. And we got 7 votes coming in. And 86% say, I don't feel like a VIFP anymore. And that's why it's not called, it's not VIFP no more. So it's just a rewards. But FFS, you tell them.
For fun's sake, well, we'll throw that in there, but we know what I'm trying to say.
What were you thinking? That's what they're saying. So that's also negative, or no. I like it. Platinum. Here I go. And that one, I can see this working out. Now I'm going to go ahead and say right off the bat, I believe it's going to work.
I'm just going to say this.
Wait a minute. Let me read the last one. I will stay.
Loyal to death.
It says say loyal.
Sorry.
I didn't see that you spell. I usually check her. Well, she checks my spelling, but
stay loyal to death.
The last one's supposed to say you will be loyal. In other words, no matter what, till death. Okay.
I will say that I'm going to be two-faced today because I have some things I think are really good about this and some things I think are really bad about this. So I can't wait to hear what y'all are thinking. We read through this. We read through it 2 or 3 times yesterday. We've watched people's shows. We just finished watching Cruising on Comps about it, and it's big. I mean, you kind of had to see it coming because they started taking some things away from the loyalty program.
Yeah.
And you think about it, it's been there for years. For 15 years, you've been able to cruise and move up to Diamond, okay?
Yeah.
So with all the people cruising and taking more than one cruise a year now and getting to that platinum level, I imagine that it's harder to keep up with being the platinum or diamond or whatever loyalty people. I feel like it would be a little top heavy, and I know all about being top heavy, okay? I can imagine that had to hurt. How do you do some certain special things for people when everybody on the cruise ship's platinum, right? Or everybody's on the cruise ship's diamond?
Yeah. The Journeys cruise is one that that they make some of the diamond people not get to do what they
you can't even get your loyalty things. Also for us, and if I'm speaking out of turn for you, you let me know. I don't see such a great value that I need to book only Carnival for the loyalty program. However, because we get the casino deals, we think it's a heck of a deal, and we can't wait to start getting these stars and the rewards points.
Okay, I heard Cruising on Comps, and it is very similar to other rewards programs. If you ain't familiar with that, I don't know what to tell you.
Go to Kroger, go to any grocery store,
like I said,
station.
I think it's going to hurt those that had built a status by 1 or 2 cruises, or some people only cruise 1 time a year, and they have already built that status for 20 years to get to where they're at. Now, Okay, that's good, and I think today's shirt is appropriate.
Salty but sweet. That's kind of how we feel about this.
And we will continue to cruise Carnival, but our first 4 cruises were all on different cruise lines.
So we're not loyal.
But we will. Our majority bookings are with Carnival Cruise Lines.
But it's not because we're loyal. It's because of the great deals we get for the casino. So as long as they don't stop that, we will continue to book the cruises because it's much cheaper on us to do a Carnival cruise.
I believe those that are platinum and diamond, it's more negative for them. I think the rest, and it's also, you got to remember, this crowd that we're talking to right now that's in here live, majority of them cruise more than one time.
But not everybody.
More than one time a year.
I think that's what's going to hurt the most. The people that are like, I save up my money, I cruise once a year, that's all I can do, and this isn't going to work for me, I'm not going to be able to make it there.
And we still think that's why it's announced now, and they've already started backing up their wording a little bit, and they have a full year to tweak it out for you.
Yeah, we may change it a little bit. Yeah, don't hold your breath. That's just John Hill trying to make sure that he didn't get his booty slapped so much yesterday, because I'm pretty sure I could just tell by what he said when I watched his video. I was like, oh, he must be really getting it. They must be really throwing some daggers at him. And I know. We have said this all along. As soon as we get to one of these levels, they're going to change it. We've said that all along. As soon as we get to platinum or diamond, I bet you they change the whole program.
We were right. And I had said that a long time ago.
Yeah, we said that all along. But tell us how it affects you personally. What are the things about the program that either helps or hurts you?
So you're asking them things they think or things they know that how it affects them?
Based on the new rules, what do you think is going to help or hurt you?
I'll tell you somebody, and I just seen that she was in here, Lisa Cruise Adventures. Now Lisa will probably always be able to keep her status. Lisa cruises so much. Lisa did a lot more when it was closer to her. I know that, and she's someone that I know with her status and everything. You kind of hate. I still get it. What reminds me of a little bit, real quick, is Coca-Cola making a Coke and then a new Coke, and then backing up, and then they got to go, oh, well, we'll go back to the same formula, but they called it Classic Coke. They even gave it a new name and everything. Anyway, I know that. And guys, real quick, we'll maybe get to holler at some of your comments. This is not like the normal daily show, so
okay. So I'm going to tell you something that I like about it. We get 2 free drinks if we turn platinum without having to go to the party and dress up. So I like that part. I know it's like, oh, this is a recognition thing though, and we even went with Lori when she got that award.
We were invited.
Yeah, we were invited by Lori and William when she got an award for being there, and I thought that was really cool. But on the same hand, I'm thinking, I can get the 2 free drinks and go do what I want to do. I don't even have to think about it.
Well, it still was nice. It was nice seeing the cruise.
It was.
I like that
special.
event. I like that event. MSC does something similar. And by the way, a lot of these other cruise lines do this. If anybody is a casino player, this is a lot like Caesars, MGM, this type of rewards, not loyal. It's still a different thing.
And you get 3 stars for every $1 spent, unless you use the Carnival credit card, and they are no different than anyone else with the credit card thing. Anytime you get on a flight, they tell you, hey, if you use our credit card, you get this, or hey, if you use our hotel credit card, we'll give you this. So it's no different. It really is no different. They're just coming aboard, and I feel like everybody else is going to head this way because this is similar to what MSC already has.
MSC, you do lose status with MSC
if you don't do it within a certain period of time.
But that's only if you don't cruise. Not has anything to do with keeping points and stuff like that. And real quick, I do believe, I want to say this.
You're going to interrupt me.
Oh, go ahead then.
No, go ahead.
I just believe there's certain cruise lines like MSC that are going to capitalize on.
Speaking of capitalizing. Change. It's very interesting that Disney, the day after this comes out, Disney says if you book another cruise on our ship, you only have to pay 5% down. If you book another cruise when you're not on the ship, instead of 20% down, you only have to pay 10%. So basically, you have to give them an eyeball if you book on the ship, and not just an arm and a leg. Now you only have to give a leg. So it is better that you start seeing everybody else's wheel change. And I hate to tell you this, but I see everybody else going this way. I really do. I know. Y'all can fuss, but I do.
All right, I want to read a
comments.
few of them on here, and please, all those that's watching this back, please make a comment. Tell us. I just want to gather all this. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Deal breaker for John Gaylor.
Yep.
In my opinion, has less to do with what they are taking away and more to do with the thought that unless you spend $10,000 every other year, means nothing to us. You're a red card. I know. I get that look too.
I do too.
Let's see. Let's go on down here. I'm looking for, and I'm really interested to see what Lisa thinks. I'm looking for something. Okay.
I haven't reviewed the program yet, so no opinion, but others seem up in arms.
Yes.
And I get it. Look, I get that you're like, you know how many years I worked to get that? And I finally got it, and I get ready to go use it, and they start taking things away from it, and then they overhaul it all at one time. So I understand the frustration. I really do. But I do think it has some pluses. Okay. I do like the fact that if you already hit that diamond status, you've got 6 years to keep your diamond status.
Well,
I like that.
That's like a given, but the thing is, those that only cruise one time and that are diamond,
they're not going to make it after that 6 years.
No. All right, real quick. Kathy Mills says.
Oh, we already did that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm down here on Desiree.
Desiree said that's
morning.
BS. Carnival should be fair. I agree.
Well, I mean, they're fair enough by telling you a year ahead of time. That is a little bit of a.
Okay, and also let me tell you something else that I think they could have threw this out there and gone, in 30 days, this is the way it's going to be. I do like the fact that they give you a year to get adjusted to it.
And for them to tweak it.
And for them to tweak it after hearing lots of opinions on it. And you get to keep your status for 2 years after that. So somebody put on Facebook, oh, well, look, nobody dropped the Carnival stock because of this, so it must not be so bad. Well, they're not going to. I wouldn't do that for the next 3 years because everybody's going to keep their status for the next 3 years. They didn't have to do that, okay? They could have just cut you off.
And we're seeming like we're kind of. We've read a lot. You can look in the description of this video,
and you will see
there's a lot of
found
information I put in there. So check that out. In that description, may even answer some questions.
Yeah.
But real quick, also, oh heck, what was I getting ready to tell you?
As of right now, you have to spend $17,000 every 2 years to keep platinum status. Okay, but. And that's a lot of money. I know it is. Look, Bruce, I know. Ocean Travel said that.
How many cruises and how much spending is that on what?
It's a lot of money. It really is. I know it is. $8,500 per year.
We will say. Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is, okay. The good news is that you get to count any specialty dining, which means we probably will get to do specialty dining more. I'm a little excited about that. Any money that you spend, if you buy something, if you want to buy merchandise, if you want to do excursions, if you get the internet package, if you go to the spa, and so for every dollar that you spend, you get 3 stars. Okay, so you got to remember that it's 3 stars that you get for every dollar that you spend. So I don't know that you're going to have to spend $17,000 to get to the 17,000 stars that you have to get to move forward. I didn't read it that way, but I might be wrong. When Bruce is a TA, and he will probably know more than us. So
also, of course, as for us, who was getting very close to another status, I'd have much rather kept the VIFP. Everybody, I think, like that. It was simple and simple done, and I thought it was great. But I understand the rewards. I get it in this the way things are going.
I don't like that they took the meal away for the. I think it's one free.
Was it platinum or diamond?
I think that was diamond. One free specialty dining.
That was pretty
took that
cool.
away. I liked that. The pin didn't offend me. Kurt would make me go down to the photo thing and get the pin.
We've only gotten.
Please remember to go get your pin on any cruises you
coming
take
up.
though,
Photo.
because they're
Photo. We get a photo. I think at the gold level, don't we? Or is that on MSC?
I think you're talking about MSC.
It is MSC.
But go get that pin because guess what? They're discontinuing.
We got a few more here. I especially wanted to hear what Lisa had to say.
So if I spend money in the casino, I might be able to keep my status. But I feel horrible about the ones who have been diamond and platinum and loyal for 10 years plus.
Are on budgets.
That's the first thing that hit me.
Yeah.
That was my number one thing was the people that only cruise, because we've been there, done that. If it wasn't for the fact that we get casino deals, we would only be able to cruise once a year. Okay. The diamond party does go away. Platinum and diamond party goes away. I don't get offended by that too much. I know, like I said, some people really liked it. And I agree with you, Lisa. I think people that have worked so hard and finally to get there and to take it away from them.
Well, they were loyal. And you think if they knew in 10 or 20 years they were going to do this, would they have stayed loyal? Now, like we said, we don't cruise for this program period. We don't cruise just Carnival.
The one bottle of water and the one drink we get right a piece is not enough for us to be like loyal to.
How many is it that were during Gold? How many nights is it?
It's from
between
25 to 75. And
So
I will
50.
let you know, come April, we would only need 7 more days, which sounds like there's going to be another.
Sounds like we
cruise in
may
there.
be trying to squeeze in a
We may be
Carnival
moving
cruise so
that
we could be
MSC
at the
cruise,
Platinum.
yeah.
Not that I know. I don't know.
We don't know. But honestly, when you look at the rewards that you get, is it worth it?
All right, here's someone else that I think they will know and figure this out, and they understand it pretty good, I believe.
Captain Billy J.
Captain Billy.
Travels. If there's a way to figure it out, I think he will. I'm turning platinum finally this September. After starting with Carnival in 2018, that's when we started. I just like they.
We were later, but go ahead. That's when we started cruising. Sorry.
I just like that they're taking away perks. Can you put that back up because
I'm sorry.
you interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
Party and gift, and not adding perks. I'll only get to enjoy party 3 times. Yeah, so we won't get to enjoy the party at all, and
not on our
they
own
also
status,
cut down on the amount of laundry they were doing. Somebody must have been giving them a lot of laundry. That's all I'm throwing out there.
Let's go now, Lisa. Cruise
planning
adventure.
on matching my status with MSC and anyone else I can match with.
You should.
So I did find out. I did research and find out that Princess. Okay, Lisa, if you're platinum, you can match with Virgin. I like that idea too. You can go ahead and
say what you're going to say though. Just because up there.
But it disappears quickly.
Oh, go ahead.
So I did check, and Princess and Holland America, you can't match anyway. You can't match your Carnival loyalty to their loyalty. So it would not affect that anyway at this point. Like I said, once they figure it out in Carnival, I feel like they're going to move it to Princess and to Holland. I love the idea of the match. I know that they do that a lot. They do that a lot on MSC. They do it on Virgin. And some casino things or hotel things that you get that you're up there, they'll match that too at MSC. So
cruising is fun anytime.
Hey,
We're
Cheryl.
looking at other cruise lines, and y'all have been talking about doing other cruise lines anyway. After I get to the top tier, so this really doesn't matter. Okay.
If they were giving a lot out, I think it would be different. I did see where like your money, you get stars to move up in your loyalty, and then for every dollar you get points. I think I'm right in that. And so you could buy things with your points, but it takes like 20,000 points to get a cookie or something like that. I'm just saying.
We don't know that. That's
I did
not
look.
It is.
I did look. And,
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Shoot, I had a thought there for a second. But let me go ahead and throw up another the River Pirate 13.
Carnival made an unfortunate business decision that wasn't based on travel agent and customer feedback, in my opinion. VIFP was fun while it lasted. I agree with that a lot, River Pirate
Now-
13. And we can sit here and talk about it like it doesn't matter to us because we're only gold. Okay, so we understand that there's a whole different perspective here when you're platinum and when you're diamond. And when you're working so hard to get there, and this is how you use it.
How you know? There's a lot of like Lovey's Fat Life. He stayed with Carnival forever before he tried something new.
Yeah.
A lot of them have.
Yeah.
And I get why they did. I mean, and they built their status and everything. Let's see. Lisa says right here, though. I like what she says here.
I think whoever came up with the rewards program is thinking that this would bring in the younger generation who uses credit cards. I agree with that.
There you go. And that's where they want you because
They want you to use that credit card because
Yes.
your money don't jingle.
it don't fold either. It
Ain't folding
It's
either.
just a piece of plastic, ain't it? Okay, Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott let us know right here.
We are only gold and like to cruise all different lines, so not that big of a deal for us. However, I see the anger some have that have been loyal to Carnival, and it's not like being reciprocated. Yes, I agree with that state. I'm like you guys.
Now here's someone I think it might hurt because they have been very loyal to
We
them.
don't do specialty dining. We don't gamble and don't buy the drink package. So where are we going to be able to come up with the funds to not only cruise but get
those points and those
Yeah.
stars and everything.
I want to say hello to Mona. She is new to our channel. She just popped in, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
The stars
Reset every 2 years. That's fine.
If you don't keep your
Well,
go
they
ahead.
reset every 2 years because you have to keep doing it.
Right.
But I do like that you get 3 stars for every dollar used. Okay, so I do like that.
Looking at it from a positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only Kelly, good morning. Thank you for being on our show.
Let's see what Sue Kelly has to say.
Deal breaker. Finally made it to gold. I only cruise once a year.
Yeah.
It seems like a deal breaker. I was loyal to Carnival, but it seems like it's not loyal to me. I want to ask everyone a question in here. I'm very curious about the answer, okay? What about the tiered level that you're on now, or the tiered level you might get on by the time you get there? Are you disappointed that they're taken away? I mean, it can, and I'm okay if you say, I just like the fact that I can go, look, I'm platinum, or look, I'm diamond, and I get to go in the little short line when it comes to customer service. I'm okay with that. Tell me what it is, though, currently that they offer that's great.
Well,
You don't think because you won't be on that tier, you won't be able to get.
I know for us that I was very much looking forward to that priority boarding. And we were also kind of, especially on a 7-night or 8-night cruise, she was looking forward to, and we can still get stuff washed. You get so many, right? That's all you get. It's not like you get unlimited.
Yeah. And I don't like the fact that they took my one free specialty dining away from me because I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
Ocean says they don't cruise to be loyal to any cruise line, and we do not either. I will tell you why I'm just shaking in this chair. I got a new rolly chair, and I've been mistreating it. One of the things that we really like about Carnival is the casino deals. We do not get great VIFP deals. We get the casino deals are what we cruise off of. And if it wasn't for the casino deals that we get, we wouldn't be cruising 3 or 4 times.
We actually got them from our very first cruise with them on Carnival Mardi Gras, which will be on in 1
8 days.
week and 1 day. Let's see. I want to see what Lisa says right here.
They can sell at a discounted rate, like out of Miami, to fill up those ships and earn their points quicker. That's correct. I like that. That's true.
Let me roll on down here a little bit. And go ahead. And then
River
I'll be
Pirate
looking.
13 says, I've done 13 Carnival cruises, gold, so far. However, I've been transitioning over the last couple of years to Royal Caribbean Cruise Line and to MSC, as I saw Carnival was changing more and taking away the perks. Yeah, so
They've been taking
noticed,
things.
even though we haven't gotten to that point yet, we did notice, oh, well, when we get to here, we don't get this anymore. So, and for us, looking at what we get, okay, I get free drinks this trip anywhere on the ship. Mm-hmm. Normally, when we get our casino deals, we get free drinks in the casino while both of us would. So, giving us free drinks or a party with free drinks isn't necessarily going to hurt or hinder us. But there may be people who are like, that's how I get my drink, my one drink for my cruise. I splurge and I get it. So.
Sue Kelly right here said, and I think they meant pay to play.
Yeah, pay to play. Very
very
disappointing. I
Yeah.
agree.
All right, Captain Billy down here, Captain Billy J
After
Travels.
June 2028, whatever cruise line gives me, the best casino offer gets my money.
That's
I will
how
agree
I'm
with
following.
that.
Wait a minute, can we read this one?
Yeah.
Then go on.
To redeem points for Cucina, you have to have at least 2,000 points, which is $666 spent on Carnival. Excuse me. I got a question for you. Does that include the purchase of the cruise itself? Because if it does, that's easy. I didn't get, that was one question I didn't ask.
Okay.
Does it include the purchases of the cruises themselves? Because guys, some of these cruises cost, $2,000. You're already gonna get your free Cucina, right?
This one right here, 1 star per point in the casino. Different, whether you're playing table games, that pays out so much. If you're paying video poker, so much, and then slots. They're
But $1 for every $1 for every $2 you spend, because it takes $2 to get to a point. Just to let you know. And that's for the slots.
We're going.
Go ahead.
We got about 4 minutes left here. And don't forget, this one, as soon as we're over, you run over to Sea Leg Journeys.
Yeah,
It's coming
thank you
right
so
after
much,
us.
yeah.
Let's see. Does the new overhaul on Carnival Cruise Line Rewards Program seem better or worse to you? Like and dislikes. And 59% of y'all, of 27 votes, said, I don't feel like a VIFP anymore.
Yeah.
And the next one kind of similar. It's FFS.
For fun's sake, Carnival.
What were you thinking? Now, nobody said, I like it. Platinum, here I come. I will say, I will stay loyal
regardless.
till death. I don't know what, I get what they were thinking a little bit. So I'm not liking it, but I'm okay with it. Is the way I'm looking at it right now. But we're not that platinum or diamond either.
Right. And that's what I said. And we don't use that program to get the cruises, to get the discounts on the cruises. Hey, Destination Fun, good morning. Let us know, Destination Fun, and all you...
and they cruise a lot of different lines,
yeah,
too.
all you TAs out there, have you seen any... I don't think you will. I don't think it'll change until you get about 3 years out. But have you seen any differences?
When people start seeing it affect...
Yeah.
In 2 years from now.
Yeah.
2 years from next year. Lisa says right here, the only thing I like is the diamond lunch.
Put it back up there.
Put it back up. Right there it goes.
The guest services line is not always fast for diamonds and platinums. I will miss dropping by my luggage off early in our cabin.
I love that.
I like that. And remember,
that.
Faster to the Fun to me became a lot like the getting on the cruise ship earlier.
There you can purchase
priority on embarking, debarking when it comes to the ports and things like that. So, and the little line for the thing.
Think about how when we used to pay for being able to call anywhere and stuff like that on home phones, and then the MCI and all that. They changed everything, and that was a major change. Then all of a sudden, then they started bringing back perks that reels you back. So if I take a lot of stuff away and then I start handing it back out, that yes, it can. Just like you just said with what you were talking about. I can see something right now, 5 to 10 years from now, because they're a company. They're on for the long haul. I can see stuff coming back. And all they're going to say, we're going to go back to something, and we're going to start
They had to know.
Making you reward you for being loyal.
Yeah. Carnival had to know that they were going to tick off a lot of people, though. I mean, they had to know they were going to light themselves on fire and run through the forest,
Pull that trigger right before July.
Yeah, go ahead and close the poll out. You've already done it, and you just didn't hit the button.
We got about a minute left here. Let's.
Thank y'all so much for giving us your opinions. Please continue to give opinions in the regular comments, because we are curious to know how you feel.
There you go, Destination
We
Fun.
are only red, so it doesn't impact us. We do multiple cruise lines, so there you go. I will tell you, the children thing was surprising to me. So children have to earn their points as well. So I'm not sure. Who's going to give the kid their credit card to go spend as much as they can so that they can become platinum? So I see that children are going to end up having to start over after 2 to 6 years.
Real quick, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Now, I really wanted to know what they thought because they are very loyal.
Been lurking so high, everyone. It does also include gratuities and insurance, but not the port fees and taxes. I like that. Okay, so you by the time you spend the money on the cruise itself, and you get the extra things you want, we may be okay. We may not be. We'll find out in 2 years.
Thank y'all for our live with this new Carnival Rewards program. We thank you. I know this is a little different from what we normally do in the mornings, and but guys, I think it'll work out. Maybe we can revisit this next year, or 2 years from now, and see how it's going to be.
In 2 years,
so everybody have a great day. Thank y'all so much for being with us, and we'll see you next week at 8 a.m. Bye, guys.
Bye.